This lady got put in prison because they said she didn't pay the tax, but she paid the difference.
She was a millionaire.
She said, I own my own business.
I own my own business.
I can afford to sit where I want to sit.
Revenue was coming in. They didn't know what this phrase was back in the day, but she was getting the bag.
She was getting the bag.
She was carrying it too.
What's good, y'all? It's the Demouchets React, and we're back with another video. Before we get started, say hello to Sienna. Hey, Mama, you get out of your phone.
So she's gonna be with us in a video. Just giving us great company. So without further ado,
let's get into the video.
All I wanted was to see a movie. One down, please.
Ooh. I can't sell downstairs tickets to you people.
Yeah, 46.
Okay, exactly what she would say.
I run my own business.
Her sister's story in a Heritage Minute. Many call Viola Desmond a quiet revolutionary. But to Wanda Ross,
her sister?
the youngest in a family of 11, Vi will always be Big Sis.
Bro, I'm sorry, y'all. Back in the day, they had babies. Of a family of 11.
Yeah.
Had,
during some hard times.
So that's a...
If they could do it, we could do it, but we not.
No, what?
Max.
Got
a baby in the video.
Right.
It looked out for me and my brother Jack. We lived on the corner of Washington and Gary Street. Two flats. So we moved up.
The resemblance.
The family had dwindled down to just I and my brother by that time. Viola and her, she was married. They took the first flat and they had the living room. That was the beauty parlor and the kitchen, and that's how she started. We're coming and going all the time.
Owning her beauty salon did not come easily. Viola was denied formal training in Halifax because of the color of her skin. So she trained in Montreal, New York, even Atlantic City.
Yo, you gotta really think about what's being said right now. Like, the color of your skin stopped you from being successful.
Right.
These days, you may have those ideologies, you know what I'm saying, looked at, but it's swept under the rug, and they don't put it out there. They be like, no, I'm sorry, you can't get a job.
Yeah.
But back then, it was very public, and they made it known that we don't accept your kind. Like,
yeah. That's some hard times.
Still blew up. Come on, man.
Let's see how she blew up.
Ain't no excuses. Ain't none.
It's very, very... I couldn't imagine what people went through during those times. Because, even like our parents... I don't know about our parents, but at least my dad and your mom are around the same age. So they were born... Like, when they were born, segregation in the States were, starting to dwindle down. But of course, they still had, some laws that suppressed them. So it's like, if you made it during those times, you can make it through anything.
Anything. Man, let that be said right now, right here,
Learn
right
from the likes
now.
of Madame C.J. Walker, the
Yes,
first black female millionaire. Back in Canada, Viola opened up her salon, set up a school to develop other black beauticians, and created her own beauty products. She spent hours, sometimes days, traveling across the Maritimes, delivering
65 cents.
Viola was on one of her product runs, November 8th.
Wait a minute. 65 cents. You know how much it is to get a silk press today? 65 cents to get my hair done.
Imagine going to this. I feel like everybody will be at their top peer position right now. Like, they'll be looking their best every single day, no matter what finances look like. 65 cents to go to the salon to get your hair did and to come out with some more change in your pocket. Can't beat that.
Can't beat it at all.
1946, when her car broke down in New Glasgow, she decided to see a movie, and that changed the course of history.
I could afford to buy the more expensive ticket. I run my own business.
The usher came up and said, "Miss, you're sitting in the wrong seat. You can't sit there." She said, "That's the seat. It's more expensive." So Viola said, "Well, I'll go and I'll pay the difference."
They refused to take my money.
She said, "I always sit down when I'm in Halifax." She went there and sat down. When the usher came again and said, I'll have to get the manager, Viola said, get the manager. I'm not doing anything wrong. The manager took one arm and took the other, dragging her up, and she lost a shoe and a purse, and somebody picked a retriever. The policeman called a taxi. The manager went to the courts to get an order for her arrest. Now, arrest for what? She goes to prison, and one thing I say, she was a jailer, take her to jail. I say, Viola, jail. I mean, what did you do?
They said I didn't pay the theater tax, but it was really about color.
She made this, I think, was a conscious response of rebellion. I'm not doing this.
And I think the impact for me was to show how a small act can become something even bigger.
Former Lieutenant Governor Mayanne Francis was a part of that bigger moment decades later, issuing a pardon to Viola Desmond in April 2010.
Wow.
A request initiated in writing by Viola's younger sister.
She
Wow.
knew an injustice was done to her sister, and she fought to make sure that it was undone in her lifetime. So it was
In her lifetime.
a very moving experience for me, knowing that I was the one, a black woman, was going to be given Viola Desmond something that she should have had a long time ago.
So this is a moment of justice. But I'm seeing this here, and I was glad she was still alive to be able to sign these papers over.
Her sister.
You know what I'm saying? And it just goes to show you guys the time frame of how long it takes to get justice. You know what I'm saying? And it shouldn't have been 2010.
Yeah, 1946.
46?
So what?
Golly, come on, man. Y'all be telling me all the time these people was rejecting it?
Too
Wow.
long. Too long. Wait, but hold on. This lady got put in prison because they said she didn't pay the tax, but she paid the difference.
She was a millionaire.
She said, I own my own business.
I own my own business.
I can afford to sit where I want to sit.
Revenue was coming in. They didn't know what this phrase was back in the day, but she was getting the bag.
She was getting the bag.
She was carrying it too.
Whew.
Mm.
My car broke down. Let me go on here and watch a movie.
I mean, hey, why not, bro? Like,
Her freedom. I remember my heart was just beating away, and it was so many people, so many cameras, and I kept thinking, this is for you, Viola. And there she is.
As fate would have it, Mayanne Francis lives next to the Camp Hill Cemetery in Halifax, where Viola was buried in 1965.
Viola
that's...
Davis Desmond, 1914.
Oh, she was
1960.
young
She was
when
really
she
young.
passed.
She made it her mission to have Viola's gravesite officially marked with signs. She's also responsible for this: a portrait of Viola hanging on the government house walls. And this was Wanda Robson's response, seeing it for the first time.
Wanda looks at it and she goes up closer and she says, high five. You know, yeah, she put her hand up, she said, high five. It was really
The pardon, the portrait, the graveside markers, it all leads back to Wanda and her quest for justice.
My family had a front row, and this is what we got.
A framed copy of the pardon hangs at the front of Wanda's home,
That's what's up.
keeping her sister's memory, her place in history nearby. And if Viola was alive to see it today,
She'd read it. And she'd say,
Oh.
Money, did you do that? I'd say with a lot of help. I'm so proud of you.
Ooh, they
I'm
almost
so
go.
proud
They
of
go
you.
for twins.
And I love you very much. That's what she'd say. She is something else. I love her.
Asha Tomlinson, CBC News, Sydney, Nova Scotia.
Oh my God. It is so beautiful. Okay, so the title says that she is the new face on Canada's $10 bill. I wish they would have got to that part.
Right. I thought we was gonna actually get to see the $10 bill.
Yes.
That would have been like so much more clarity with this, with the information that was given. So,
a hairdresser who started her own salon in her shop, who was refused lessons or schooling on hairdressing. A successful woman who car just broke down on the side of the road. She just wanted to watch a movie. And now she has portraits in the government office.
Right.
She has markers on her grave.
It's the success story. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel at the time that we're living in now, there's really no excuses, right, Mama? There's none, huh? No excuses to why there isn't, you know, more multi-million-dollar young black entrepreneurs or young black business-minded people. And then I'm gonna just say it's not even about the race color, but because of the time it was in, and she was rejected because of her skin color. That's why I mentioned it in that way. But this is for everybody, man. With such a time we're living in.
Yes.
But because she Vibe, they call her, because she came from a time where it was so racially profiled and so hard to get your business going. You know, like it's hard to just walk in a restaurant and get a freaking meal at that time because you're getting turned around. We don't accept your kind. Okay, let me go make my own kind of money. Boom, boom, boom. She made it work. She got the bag. She got kicked out of freaking theater and then lied on her.
They lied on her.
Lied on her.
And now their generations, probably them, because I mean, if she was still alive today, she would be what, 80? 46? Oh, well, no.
2010 is when she passed. She was around her 40s.
She was born in, like, I think it said 1916.
25.
No, 1916.
16?
Yeah.
We'll have to double check. Fact check on that.
She may be over 100 by now, but I mean, what about the manager who lied on her, who went to get an order for her arrest? Like, his children, his grandchildren are seeing this woman on $10 bills. You didn't want to take my money? Okay. Your grandchildren,
right?
All of them, they're gonna have my face on their money.
Ooh.
Okay.
Talking about make your mark in history for real.
Make your enemy my footstool.
Yeah. That's what's up, man. I'm motivated by this one, you guys. This was a good one. We should give the shout out to the guy.
Yeah, Kelly.
It was a male.
I'm not sure
because
it's not a real name.
Right.
So thank you for the super thanks and for requesting this video, Kelly.
Right, definitely. Shout out
Yukon.
to you. Yes.
We hope that you enjoyed this video with us, as well as everyone else who is watching.
It started as the Jewish market. Victorian houses became storefronts. Kosher butchers, tailors, and bakeries. Soon enough, other immigrants came to our community. Each arrival added a piece to the patchwork of our bustling bazaar.
Right.
We all understood that with hard work, anything was possible. Over time, faces and languages changed, but the spirit of our village inside the city remained. See, it didn't matter where you were from, the market became home.
Yeah.
Neighborhoods like Toronto's Kensington Market have helped shape Canada by bringing newcomers shoulder to shoulder to build new lives together.
Definitely didn't see that coming. I was waiting for like a historic fact where someone was being misused or someone was being taken advantage of. But this clip showed balance in communities that we just need to have on a regular basis.
Definitely.
No matter where you're from, because oftentimes you hear people say you don't belong here or you shouldn't be working. And then when you think about the business side of it, we're looking at territory. People overpopulating the location and selling just their product.
Right.
But here it showed a perfect example of what balance look like. I love that. I think that's perfect.
Yes. I love places like that. Like even here when we moved to Texas, there was a store from a person from Louisiana had made a store of products from Louisiana that implants like us can go to that store, and we have all of like our sausages that we're used to, all of our seasonings that they don't really sell in the mainstream stores. You gotta search for it.
Yeah.
You know, so I love things like that.
Huge appreciation for that. Malaysia.
My mother said we had to leave home. The communists were going to take my father away.
Whoa.
If my parents were afraid, they didn't show us. that we would never forget our escape from Vietnam. We were lost.
What was your job in Vietnam?
University professor.
We had no home.
Do you have any family in Canada?
No, sir.
Nobody wanted us.
Welcome to Canada.
Canada chose us.
Love it.
Canadians opened their borders, their homes, and their hearts to more than 100,000 refugees fleeing persecution after the Vietnam War.
We were home.
They said, but we're going to give you this little hockey. You a hockey fan now.
Facts. Ooh. Oh,
Yes.
Man, borders is such a debatable conversation.
It is.
Man, and I don't even know if I really want to like dive into it the way I could right now, but this here just showed how opening Canada was and how loving it was to foreigners, bro. Like,
Yeah. And he said borders, not boaters, not the people. Okay,
yeah,
the
borders.
people are not
Appreciate that.
controversial.
Yeah.
That's why I don't look down on immigrants. Like I know the things that be said online and things like that, but I can't look down on immigrants because you never know people's story.
Exactly.
Their fight to be wherever they are planted now, you know, and they come with more appreciation for what they are.
Yeah.
Most of them.
Yeah, 1,000%. You gotta
Yeah.
draw the line in the sand.
Yeah.
And then I feel like the same rule of thumb applies to people who says that, you know, you're my neighbor, I will open my door to you if you need sugar, drinks, or whatever it is. But on a bigger scale like this, it should be treated the same, especially when people are in dear need.
Yeah.
Yeah, 1,000%.
I would love to know if we have any supporters who families went through that. You know, let us know your stories. We want to know about y'all.
You know, y'all be talking to y'all grandmas and grandpas. You know, they got it like that. They got big stories we want to know about.
It's packed to the rafters in the Edmonton Arena. Everyone is feeling the pressure on the Grads as they await the American champs. Here's the Cleveland favorite
Not
hits
await
now.
Wait, you can't let that fly out without 10 off the wrist. Gotta hear that one more time.
Nah, because Canadians be talking about they the nice ones.
Exactly.
No, y'all not. Y'all be shady too.
Nah, we gotta get some flowers on this side.
In the Edmonton Arena, everyone is feeling the pressure on the Grads as they await the American champs. Here's the Cleveland favorite knits now, and boy, do they look impressive.
Look at their uniform. I bet you could sure run in smart shorts like those.
Oh, a women's league?
World
Talk about it.
My eye.
Grads. We don't play for glory.
Right.
We play the game for the game's sake. So tonight you're going to earn that title by playing your game.
Well, let's talk about that. No. Let's talk about that because we're looking at a certain time here where these ladies are looking at the opposite side and
the
saying,
Americans.
wow, look how they are pulling up, bro. They got everything. They got the music. They got the beat. They got the swag. The people's taking pictures. We can't match that, but you're not playing for that.
Right. Y'all not the Americans.
The win is
the Americans gonna glorify everything.
They're going to make it big. But the real idea of this is basically saying that we're in it to win it.
Right.
Period. You
Focus
know what I'm
on the
saying?
game.
Focus on the game, bro.
Let's see who won this game. No, I'm sorry. That's shade.
Yeah. Okay.
My eye.
Grads.
Look how he was looking at
Play
him.
for glory.
Like, it
We
hurts
play
me
the game
too,
for the game's
but
sake. So tonight you're going to earn that title by playing your game. Teamwork.
They say your
passing.
game.
Let's show them what it means to
Your
play for
game.
Grads.
it's your house. Oh, we got to steal. We got to pull up. But did they
The
win?
Edmonton Grads were champions for 25 years. The record of 502 wins and only 20 losses is unmatched in all of sport.
20 losses.
Yo. Okay.
They created basketball, right?
I mean, obviously. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's a hell of a streak.
It is.
Whoa. Did y'all even know that, though? 25 years? 52 was it or 25?
520 something games.
Oh, the numbers is all over the
Yeah.
place. Check the charts. They won. That's all you need to know.
There is no one Inuit word for art. We say it is to transfer something from the real to the unreal.
Okay.
My grandmother taught me how to survive. At first, we sold bags and crafts. And now galleries all over the world present my work, from Paris to Tokyo. But all the art I made was for my family. My children had to go to school, so we moved to Cape Dorset. This was the start of a new way of life for us. I am an owl, and I am a happy owl.
Is that her?
Come on, man.
I am the light of happiness, and I am a dancing, happy owl.
As a founder of Cape Dorset's famed printmaking co-op, Kenojuak Ashevak introduced Inuit art to the world.
Aww, and I was gonna say that I just didn't want to be wrong with the name Inuit.
That aged well. That aged well. Bless the world. That was nice, man. That was nice. I hope you guys are taking a lot from this video because this is real content. Yeah. And I just received the download that I'm about to share with you off camera. Yeah. But this is some good stuff that we just received today.
I just love history. I really do.
Yeah.
It feels like this was stuff we should learn in school about Canada because they're so close. Like, we learn things about other countries, but I just felt like it should have been more of a emphasis on Canada.
I love these short clips because they're so sharp, but yet they're full of stuff. Like, they're packed. You know what I'm saying? With a whole lot of info and knowledge.
Yeah, and it leaves you for wanting more. And you go out and do the research on your own. I love it. I love it. Not too long. They give you the gist of it. You go out and find out more.
That's how you do it.
In 1985, archaeologists discovered a house beneath a Toronto school playground. Historical records that date back to 1834 reveal it was the home of Thornton and Lucie Blackburn, freedom seekers, entrepreneurs, and philanthropists once lost to history. Their story begins in Kentucky. Thornton Blackburn was born into enslavement in Kentucky. At 19, he met and fell in love with Ruthie, and the couple decided to escape. They secured forged papers identifying them as free African Americans and found passage on a steamboat, becoming passengers on the clandestine network known as the Underground Railroad. The Underground Railroad used train-related terminology like passengers and ticket agents to operate in secret and avoid suspicion from outsiders. Conductors guided passengers to safe houses known as stations en route to their final stop or terminus. Visual cues like lit candles and windows helped identify safe houses and kept slaveholders and the public in the dark. The American Fugitive Slave Act of 1793 gave slaveholders legal backing to recover escaped enslaved persons across the country. That put the freedom of Black Americans in perpetual danger. While citizens were encouraged to participate in enforcing the act, some states chose not to enforce it. That same year, spurred by the violent sale of Chloe Cooley, an enslaved woman in Niagara, Upper Canada's Lieutenant Governor John Graves Simcoe and Attorney General John White introduced the Act to limit slavery in Upper Canada. Since there was opposition to abolition within the legislature, the Act used a gradual approach to abolish enslavement in Upper Canada. But the Blackburns hadn't made it to safety in Canada yet. Thornton and Ruthie traveled covertly during the day using their forged free papers and made their way to the free state of Michigan. While living freely in Detroit, Thornton encountered an old supervisor from Kentucky who recognized him and reported the Blackburns down south. The Blackburns' old enslavers approached the county sheriff, who arrested the couple.
Pause. Whoa. Hold on, wait a minute. How do you think he recognized them? What do y'all think happened for him to be recognizable? He was enslaved at one time.
In Kentucky.
I believe.
I mean, it's not that far away.
But you got to understand, what were the reasons for slaveholders to go back and forth when it came to, well, just to go back and forth in general? They were selling. Catching. Things like that. Unless they had a wanted sign.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Maybe so, but he what was it? Old manager, they just said? Overseer, maybe?
We're going to rewind it. We got to catch that. We got to catch that.
Supervisor from Kentucky who recognized him and reported the Blackburns down south. The Blackburns' old enslavers approached the county sheriff, who arrested the couple in June 1833 under the Fugitive Slave Act. Tried in open court, they were sentenced to return to enslavement in Kentucky. Word of the Blackburns' arrest spread like wildfire. Hundreds came to protest their sentence. The night before their forced return to Kentucky, 2 women freed Ruthie from jail. The next morning, as Thornton was led away, 200 armed men and women came to his rescue. He and 7 rescuers followed Ruthie to Upper Canada. The resulting chaos and violence became known as the Blackburn Riots of 1833. Which had long-lasting effects for the Black community in Detroit. In Upper Canada,
the pushback.
We ain't learned about that in school.
Nah.
The Blackburn Riots.
Talk about it.
1833.
That's heavy work
Hold
right
up,
there.
That's
heavy work.
Hold on, wait a minute. Hold up, I just screenshotted something earlier.
Word of mouth got around that quick. Word of mouth. Hold on, let me say this. Word of mouth got around that quick to the point where when they heard what happened, they gathered together and they went for change instantly. And they made change. They broke chains.
When we talk about, slavery and segregation, we always focus on the South, but we don't realize that in the North, they had it just as bad, sometimes even worse. The most sundown towns that they had was in the North. So them just being able to be free didn't mean that they were actually free. They always had to look over their backs. So that's how, they, although they were risking it by traveling during the daytime with the papers, they still got arrested. But to see, I wasn't there to see. But to know that the people stood up for them and still got them away.
Yeah. I can only imagine how that went. They got to make a movie of that one.
Now I gotta go see if they got something. Got something in where it was, Michigan,
I believe.
And I gotta go see if they have something to memorialize that.
They went back to Kentucky though, and then they got back out of it.
Blackburns and their party were detained at the request of the mayor of Detroit for attempted murder and inciting civil unrest for the Black community in Detroit. In Upper Canada, the Blackburns and their party were detained at the request of the mayor of Detroit for attempted murder and inciting civil unrest. The governor of Michigan demanded they be extradited back to America, where they would be tried and likely sent back into enslavement. However, earlier that year, the Fugitive Offenders Act of 1833 had been passed in Upper Canada. The act listed crimes for which one could be extradited and gave the lieutenant governor the final word. The Blackburns were declared not guilty of any charge included in the act. As the lieutenant governor was unwilling to send them back to enslavement, the Blackburns were released. This was the first recorded case of escaped enslaved people tried under the Fugitive Offenders Act in Upper Canada. Although later cases sometimes had different outcomes, the Blackburns case helped popularize Upper Canada as the final terminus of the Underground Railroad. Further legal developments on both sides of the border cemented this status. The Blackburns were 2 of an estimated 30,000 to 40,000 African Americans who escaped north to freedom in the 1800s.
Look at them numbers.
Thornton even used the Underground Railroad again to rescue his mother and bring her to Canada. The Blackburns established themselves in Toronto. Ruthie changed her name to Lucie to mark her freedom, and the couple reunited with Thornton's brother, Alfred. They were free, but Upper Canada was not the promised utopia. Racist violence, segregation, and discrimination made life difficult for Black Canadians. But the community was built on a strong sense of shared experiences, group identity, a support network provided by churches and other institutions, and a mutual reliance that offered refuge against white discrimination. Thornton found a job as a waiter at Osgood Hall, where he worked for several years. He eventually heard about the new use of English hackney cabs in Montreal, and in 1837 he decided to start his own taxi company in Toronto. Thornton and Lucie ordered a cab built, painted it red and yellow, and named it The City. The city soon became a popular transit option and familiar sight as Upper Canada's first taxi business.
Wow.
Thanks to their business, Thornton and Lucie's finances grew. They were respected in the community and worked hard to help fellow freedom seekers. They built or purchased several homes and provided inexpensive lodging for new arrivals from the Underground Railroad. They donated to several community projects and joined protests against racial discrimination.
The fight.
Thornton was an active member of several associations that aimed to improve life for the Black community. He was one of Toronto's representatives at the North American Convention of Colored Freemen in 1851, attended by other prominent Black Canadians such as Henry Bibb and Marianne Shadd Carey.
Hold on. Before you go in, like, I just love to hear stuff like this, especially when it comes to history, because when the struggle was really real, they still got involved.
Oh, yeah.
They still got in seats. They still put themselves through doors. You know what I'm saying? Some of them risked their lives to even get free. But when they did get free, they didn't stop there. You know what I'm saying? They went back to help other people, and they went into offices. You know what I'm saying? And they helped people understand what was going on so they can get change.
That's what it's about.
That's a real fight, bro.
Yes.
Like, we think we got it easy today. Them boy had to really fight to get in seats.
Yes.
Oh, man.
Everything that we are able to do today was because of people like them.
Yeah.
Especially this couple. To know, I think we learned about the Underground Railroad before we was even in grade school.
That was the one.
Like, our families taught us about our history. But to know that this couple was, I guess, the landmark case to cement the Underground Railroad, and we didn't learn about them.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
And then their house, they found their house under the park.
No, was it a park, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did y'all learn about this in school in Canada? Let us know. Because we sure did.
I just got to say it. They beat the case.
Yeah, they beat the case.
They beat the case.
Lucie retired in the 1860s. Thornton passed away in 1890 and Lucie in 1895. They were buried next to acquaintance and fellow abolitionist George Brown. Their legacy of generosity, resilience, and innovation continued to shape the city of Toronto. The Blackburns and their remarkable journey through the Underground Railroad, their many accomplishments, and their philanthropy were lost to history for nearly 100 years. The Blackburns did not leave any written records, nor are there existing photos of the pair. Archaeologists discovered records of their home, leading to an excavation of the schoolyard in 1985 and a rediscovery of their lives. The excavation became the first Underground Railroad site dug in Canada. The Blackburns were designated Persons of National Historic Significance in 1999, and plaques were erected in their honor in Toronto and in Louisville, Kentucky. This marked the first ever binational commemoration of a single journey on the Underground Railroad.
Love it.
Yo, and then we got some written words right here. Make sure you guys go check it out. I don't think we're gonna be able to get in that.
That's small.
But man, come again? They did what? Yo, this was some. I'm pretty sure there was some hard information to come across because they didn't leave anything behind. This is all word of. I can't say it's word of mouth, but it's who they connected to during these times that knew about it, and it was able to, push the information forward throughout
record.
Yeah, throughout history and whatnot. So
yeah, let us know in Kentucky, do y'all learn about this at all in school? Because y'all know we 50 states, so we learn about different things.
Yeah.
But Canada, let us know. Okay, obviously they just found all this stuff. I don't know when. But let us know, like, what's going on in the school system. Do y'all learn about it as well? And another thing I wanted to say, what happened to the taxi company? It looked like the taxi company, how they showed in the animation, that it was, a car.
But when he passed, they said it was still going on.
Okay, so I would love to if it's still running to this day.
Facts.
Would be amazing.
That's a real
That was the first taxi service.
Yeah.
Wow. Look.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you just got to really look at what's going on and the time that it happened and look at today's society and see what can you do differently. You know what I'm saying? It's like they really had it hard and they was able to still come on top, bro.
Yeah.
A whole business.
Yeah. It don't seem like they had any children, so that's kind of sad. But I love learning things like this. You know, a shared history between the United States and Canada.
Yeah.
Thank y'all so much for sending this one in. We hope you guys enjoyed it with us. Be sure to subscribe. We'll see you soon.
Peace.